Stacking silver will ruin you. What do I mean by that? Well, the definition of ruin is the physical destruction or disintegration of something, or the state of disintegrating or being destroyed. Silver stacking and gold stacking is a bit of a counterculture. It requires a not so common understanding of world finance and what value is, and it requires a bit of a abnormal view of the world. So today, let's explore the topic of what happens when you start stacking silver and gold and how it may disintegrate who you were before. Let's get into it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe as we push hard for 5,000 subs. I hope everyone's doing well today. I hope everybody is getting close to their metals goals. But today I wanted to talk about how silver and gold stacking can ruin you. There's a lot of noise in this world. There's a lot of advertisements. There's a lot of societal expectations of you. There are cultures and norms in every single corner of the earth. But here, in the Western Hemisphere, stacking precious metals like silver and gold is most definitely not one of those norms. Society will tell you that it's a ripoff, that it's just a shiny rock that sits there and does nothing, and some people will even go as far as saying that stacking is something that only crazy people do. And if being crazy is what it takes to preserve wealth and grow it over time in a safe manner outside of the fiat system, then so be it. I think all of us have met someone in passing, whether it's at work or in public, and we thought to ourselves, this person seems like someone who doesn't have very many original thoughts. I'm not saying this to insult anyone, but I think there are a lot of people out there that really don't think for themselves, whether it be mainstream media or whatever the hot celebrity at the moment tends to be saying. It seems that they repeat the same talking points. It seems a lot of people are kind of in this Matrix, so to speak. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Matrix. I'm sure a lot of you have, but it's a great movie and I think it has an important message. But stacking precious metals like silver and gold is a way to escape the matrix, so to speak. And whenever someone starts stacking precious metals, I think just about every stacker goes through this evolution. We all start to realize what real value is. We all start to realize where we should be putting our money. We all start to realize how much we should cut back on certain things that don't really help us in the long run or even in the short term. But I'll speak for myself. Stacking has completely revolutionized the way that I see value and how I see the world in general. I don't value things anymore. Let's take cars, for example. I've always loved cars. I love the history of the automotive industry. I love watching racing. I've been into cars for a very long time, but now things have changed. I still enjoy seeing a nice car drive down the road. I still watch videos about performance vehicles, but I can honestly tell you that I do not want a nice car anymore. At this point, I just want a car that gets me from point A to point B that is also paid off, that I don't have to put money towards every single month. And that's what I've achieved. I've got my car paid off, and the moment I did pay it off, I realized that I just gave myself a huge raise every single month not having to pay that car payment. That's just one example of how stacking has changed me. I don't value things anymore. I value people, I value experiences, but I don't value material goods anymore. It's interesting because I've been stacking for about 1.5 years now, and I can honestly say I am not the same person that I was, and that's directly caused by stacking. I see advertisements all over the place for new products and new goods and things, and I just don't value it. It's all noise to me. It doesn't do anything for me at all. I was pumping gas the other day, and now they have screens on the gas pumps that play advertisements at you for stuff that you can buy. And I thought to myself, is this real life? Does this really work on people? Do people pump their gas, watch a commercial, gas station TV, whatever it is, and turn around and then go spend their money on that thing that they saw advertised to them? And the answer to that question is yes, because if the advertising wasn't driving sales, there would be no ads played at gas station gas pumps. And that really kind of alienated me to what society is nowadays. There's just so much noise. There's so much concentration on our attention. Our attention is being monetized. That's the number one commodity for large corporations and industries nowadays, is your attention. YouTube is the same exact way. I mean, I make a little bit of ad revenue. It's nothing crazy, but I make ad revenue off of YouTube every single month. But at least I'm not pushing a product that's not going to help anybody. And unfortunately, we are surrounded by this noise. We're told that our lives would be better, that we would be happier, that things would be fixed, that our problems would go away if we just give our money that we worked so hard for away in exchange for material goods and possessions. And it's been like that for decades and decades and decades. And I think that stackers are just simply immune to that. I think stackers know where the true value is. I think stackers know where their money needs to be. And I'll be honest, it's kind of a downside of stacking. It's very isolative. I don't get excited about product releases or whatever new piece of technology comes out. I don't get excited about it the same way I did a couple of years ago. It doesn't really mean anything to me because I know that if I was to buy it, it would be cool for a couple of hours or a couple of days or maybe even a couple of weeks or months. But then after that, it's nothing. It doesn't affect my life in a positive way. And with how aggressive inflation is, with how property taxes keep rising, insurance premiums keep rising, grocery prices keep rising, I personally don't have that space in my life to give any energy towards some piece of plastic that's not going to improve my life in any way. I feel much better off putting my money into things that retain their value and grow in value over time, things that are finite, that are hard to get out of the earth, like silver and gold. That is what I focus on now. But I mean, a downside of it is I don't really relate to the excitement or the public sentiment around a lot of things now. So in that sense, stacking kind of ruined who I was before. I'm no longer that person, but as a result, I'm much more financially secure. I'm much more at peace of mind. I have much better spending habits. I have much better investing habits, whether it's the stock market or saving up and bolstering the emergency fund in cash or contributing towards my stack. All of that has changed because of stacking precious metals. And I think a lot of people out there that are building up weight in precious metals feel the exact same way. They don't value what we are told to value. In a lot of ways, society tells us what we should be thinking about, what we should be caring about. And I've just kind of left that. I've left the mass narratives that everyone's talking about. It seems to change every couple of weeks. There's some controversial thing that everyone's talking about, whether it's political or in the media or pop culture. There's things that it seems we are told we should be thinking about, and everybody does. It's like a mass distraction. It's like a mass show that we're all supposed to pay attention to and follow along with and care about. But I don't. Because all these things are temporary. A lot of these things that are pushed in the media are fake, or the truth has been twisted. There's an agenda behind just about everything. As financially stressed as people here in the United States are now, with our paychecks not going as far as they used to, with how deferred our wages are in comparison to inflation, with the price of groceries, I really do feel blessed that I'm now able to kind of block out all of the noise. I do not care about new things being released that everyone is buying. I do not care about keeping up with the Joneses. I do not care if my car is old and the trim is peeling and the wheels are scuffed from driving it for the past 5 years all over town. I don't care about the judgment from others. I don't care about what society wants me to be anymore. I don't. And it honestly feels very liberating. Sure, it's a little bit isolating. It can be a little bit isolating because you can't really relate to people who aren't stackers or aren't very frugal people that also invest their money. You can't relate to most people, and that is a downside, but the upsides far outweigh the downsides. Stacking can really reveal to you throughout time all of the cracks in the system that you didn't see before, all the leaky pipes, all of the small fires that are growing that will wipe out significant portions of society in the future. Like, you can see reality a little bit clearer through stacking precious metals. I hope this makes sense. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. I didn't really plan this video today. I didn't really script it out. I don't like script and write down my videos, but I work out a good idea of what I'm going to talk about and what I'm going to say in my videos. But in this video, I'm kind of just speaking from the heart and speaking exactly how I feel in the moment. People my age are starting to get into the smart devices. Like, there's these new glasses that you can buy that have a camera in them. They have a speaker in the back of the glasses that you can hear. Like, they can translate text that's in another language that's in front of you. You can take pictures and videos with it. You can listen to music through it. I'll admit it's a cool product, and a lot of people my age are kind of getting into it. They're buying these things and these smart devices. And as cool as these devices are, I can tell you, I don't value it at all. I'm not spending the $350 on it. It's not going to do anything for me. If I was in a foreign country where everyone spoke a different language, then maybe it would come in handy then. But I'm not. The point of this video and me saying that stacking will ruin you is that it will change who you are. It will show you what true value is. It will show you the value of not spending money on crap. It will show you the value of not going out to eat multiple times a week. It'll show you the value of earning your money and then keeping it with you. It will show you how to become your own bank. Meanwhile, the rest of society is not their own bank, and they're relying on banks to loan them money so they can get by. And that's just not my style. And I don't think it's the style of many other stackers. So I just kind of wanted to approach this topic today about how silver and gold stacking will truly reveal the flaws in the system. It will deafen the noise that is blasted at every single one of us every single day, and it'll change you, who you are as a person. I really do believe that. But this was a different type of video. I haven't really done like a candid free form talking style video before, but I just wanted to do that because I feel this very strongly right now. There's just so much noise out there. There's so much noise out there, guys, and it's important to respect your own peace, I guess. It's important to acknowledge that maybe you don't have to listen to all of the doom and gloom that's going on out there all the time. Maybe you don't have to do that. The world most definitely wants you to think about it all the time, you know. I mean, a lot of people nowadays, the moment they wake up, the first thing they do is look at their phone. They look at their email, they look at Facebook, or they look at Instagram. And what's on those apps? What's on those websites? A bunch of doom and gloom. The new breaking news of whatever war is going on, or society wants you in this bubble of stress and anxiety. And silver stacking, as odd as this sounds, taught me how to leave that system entirely. I still pay attention to world news. I still want to know what's going on. I'm not sticking my head in the sand, but I have limited the amount of negativity I allow into my eyes and ears from the media. I've limited the amount of negativity from the media that gets access to me and how I feel on a day-to-day basis. Ultimately, I think it's important to control what we can control and not worry about the things that we have absolutely no control over. But society wants the opposite. This modern machine wants the opposite. They want you worried about the world news you have no control over. They want you to be influenced by the messages that they're sending out, whether it affects policy and votes and support for whatever new politician that they put in office. They want you to be paying attention to that. And on the flip side of that coin, they most definitely don't want you to be your own bank. Absolutely not. They want to be able to charge you interest. They want you in debt with them. And silver and gold stacking is just the complete opposite of that. And I'm very, very thankful for what it has taught me. I could go on for another hour about this, but this was fun. I like kind of just like speaking from the heart and not being so scripted with things. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think down below. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Keep stacking. Peace.